I can prove to you that Islam is the one true religion in 45 seconds. Point number one, the Quran says the word man and woman 23 times, and we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. The Quran also says the word land 13 times, the word sea 32 times, and the makeup of our earth is 71% sea and 29% land. That is crazy. Number three, it also says the word day 365 times, which is the exact calendar we use right now. And number four, it says the word month 12 times, which is the exact same calendar that we use right now. Number five, it mentions that the heavens and earths are constantly expanding. In the last 100 years, we just now found out that the universe is ever expanding. Number six, the Quran is 1400 years old. None of these things were around 1400 years ago. It was written, transcribed by an illiterate man who could not read or write. How would have he been able to know any of that unless it was divine? That brings me to point number seven. Look at everything objectively. Objectively, if you look at what I just mentioned, how can you deny that Islam isn't the truth?
Okay, yeah. So that video basically is making a claim that Islam is the truth by the fact that the Quran would never have known those facts or information to have those information, to have those how many times, etc. Right? Back then, when those information are not available yet to human being, hence it must be from external source that knows all those information to begin with. Hence, that must be God, right? So that's the most, explanation, the best explanation that is possible. That's the only possible explanation you would see, right? So that's how that was presented as a proof that Islam is indeed the truth, because the Quran is indeed from God, right? So what do you think about this kind of proving, basically, right? Now, the thing is, none of this is ever being used by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself to argue that the Quran is indeed from God, right? Because obviously the people at that time do not know those information. He himself do not know that information, and the counting of the words, etc., are only recently done, right? It has never been a thing back then. So back then, how did the people know that the Quran is indeed from God? Primarily with the Arab, it is because of the linguistic miracle. They know for a fact when they listen to it, it's not even in a written format, right? It's auditory audio experience. And when they heard, the best of the poets know this can never be not only from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he is not a poet, but from human being, because the best of the poets know this kind of intricacy cannot be from human being. So that is how they know for a fact that the Quran is indeed not from Muhammad but from God. But now, because most of us are not well versed in Arabic linguistic nuances, hence we cannot appreciate that aspect anymore, right? So that's why we only uncover the miracle in the sense of the scientific information or scientific facts that is known in the Quran, but we only recently know, as such as most similar to what was presented in this video, right? So if you are a non-Muslim, because the last point when he says objectively, if you look at this objectively, why would you still doubt that this is indeed from God? What would you say? What would your perspective be? I'm interested to know, especially those who, because there are people who will reject Islam, for example, because they already concluded that the religion is the truth. Hence, anything else, whatever proof you may bring, you will just reject it. And I do think many Christians that interact with me in this channel comes from that group, where they only, meaning because they have been so convinced that what they believe in is the truth, hence the rest will be just rejected outright. But to the point of this video, if you objectively, meaning, okay, let's just look at it objectively, can this be from other than God? Yeah, you know, so what would you say about to that question? Thank you for watching. See you next time.